Alright guys, it's Alex, and we're talking about Surtur here, and yeah, this card is absolutely stupid. It is so broken. As I said on the Snapchat, +3 power has always been broken, whether it's been Elsa Bloodstone, whether it's been Silver Surfer. It's always been absolutely cracked. OG Athena, and it's literally insane with Surtur. I'm getting him to 317 on a regular basis, not even trying that hard. It is so unbelievably overpowered. And yes, you got Shongers, yes, you have Shadow King, you have all these options against it, but the deck is putting up so much tremendous power, and I'll show you the two decks I've been playing here. This card is cracked, absolutely cracked, and it's going to be an absolute meta shaker. Now, the decks themselves, like you're thinking to yourself, Alex, I haven't played these types of lists in a while. When are you ever playing Crossbones and stuff? Well, you are going to be playing Crossbones now. The Scar Crossbones Surtur combinations are absolutely ridiculous. This card is amongst, it's the biggest 3-drop we've ever had. We thought speed was good because it was regularly getting to 9 power, potentially going up to 11 with a Silver Surfer play, stuff like that. Surtur is so stupid with its power output. And yes, its decks are not nearly as refined, as variable or versatile as the Silver Surfer decks are. There's a very narrow niche I think that Surtur is going to be applying to, but this in and of itself is going to elevate that entire archetype well beyond where it was prior. The big boys, chonky boys style deck is now like a major meta contender because Surtur is that good. This card is crazy. So if you're going to be spending your season pass dollars on it, like, yeah, you can probably do so with confidence. I'm not convinced that they're looking to nerf it until at least Fenris Wolf comes out, and you got the Shang-Chi opportunities to like Shang-Chi the Surtur and then bring it back with Fenris and all this stuff. So I think they want to like hold off on the nerfs. That's what I would suspect. But at release, this card is absolutely stupid. Like, it is so unbelievably high powered. It's unbelievable. Yes, there's release valves, there's answers to it, there's all these reasons why it shouldn't be that much of a problem. But in my experience, the power output is literally like nothing I've ever seen before. So take that for what you will. I think that Surtur is legit, absolutely insanely cracked. Whether or not the decks can compete at the top echelons of the meta, time will have to tell. This is obviously a first impressions review video, but yeah, this card is stupid good. So there's two primary decks that I was playing with. And by the way, if you're looking for Frigga stuff, I'll be releasing a Frigga video tomorrow. Chonky Surtur, so I got two decks I was playing. This one here was one that I brewed based on the fact that, like, okay, we got to protect Surtur, right? So we go Armor, we go Cosmo, whatever. Cosmo, actually, I wasn't playing as often. Armor was getting played a lot, but Cosmo, I would never play if I had Surtur, right? So Cosmo wasn't seeing as much play, so potentially a substitution spot. Zabu was good here because of the number of 4-drops we have. We have 4 4-drops. Zabu really strong here. For the same reason, Psylocke very strong. But Psylocke also, like, was ho-hum here and there because, like, we weren't excited to play the 4-drops early if we didn't have Surtur, but we could. So, like, let's say we played Psylocke on 2, and we can follow it up with a Crossbones or Typhoid Mary. If we didn't get the draw lines we wanted, it was still pretty good. Nico was absolutely amazing in this deck. Really liked Nico a lot. But honestly, Atuma was good with the armor. Plus, you could use Atuma, eat the Nico. You could eat the Zabu, eat the Psylocke. It didn't really matter. Crossbones was solid here. Crossbones on top of the Cosmo was great. Cull Obsidian was good with these two cards. Perhaps sometimes a little harder to play because we weren't running that many 1-drops, but still, Cull Obsidian made its plays. Typhoid Mary is very interesting here. Now, what I'll say about Typhoid Mary is that we discovered that there's a lot of interesting interactions with ongoing, which was not expected. When you play Typhoid Mary down, it's an ongoing card. And the way that it worked in my head would be that, let's say you get like Alioth, and you play Alioth on top of Typhoid Mary. I would expect Alioth to reveal and resolve, do its like toot toot. I would expect Surtur to get the +3 because you played a 10 power card. And then as the card resolves onto the battlefield, the ongoing effect of Typhoid Mary would then apply the -1 and it would go to 9. Therefore, I expected Surtur to get the buff. That's not what happens. What happens is you play Typhoid Mary, you play on top of Typhoid Mary, Alioth will resolve, drop to 9 power, and then Surtur will not see a buff because it's seeing the card as 9 power. That's really weird. Conversely, what's really interesting, if early testing is correct, is that you can play something like a Blue Marvel and then a 9-powered card, and because it reveals at 9 power, gets the Blue Marvel buff to 10, Surtur will actually get the buff as well. So there's a lot of really interesting interactions here that we have to continue testing, which might impact the scope of the type of decks we might ultimately see. I was not expecting that interaction personally, and so I did not test for that exclusively. I was testing based on the 10 power Typhoid Mary Crossbones style play, which I was expecting to work. So I think there's still room for testing and development on these decks, especially with the buffing and the opportunity to take things beyond 10 power via ongoing means, which was not something I expected at all. This deck performed really well. If you have the cards, I think it really works good. I think Goliath has to be in these decks. It is one of the best Surtur cards. I was crushing people with Goliath. You are almost always gaining initiative because of the amount of straight up power you're putting on the field of play. And Scar, ridiculous in these decks as well. If you don't have Scar, I don't think it's worth playing. Surtur is good. These decks are good. I ran very, very good win rates with them. And the second one we play here, look, I got a bunch of Frigga decks ready here. We did try a Sauron based package. This played pretty well too. We did have the 0 Titania Ebony Maw style combination. I think that armor is really important. Obviously, Sauroning your armor can be a little awkward, so you want to play armor on turn 2 whenever possible. But again, Surtur into Cull Obsidian, Typhoid Mary. I went Arrow in this deck, but I don't actually like Arrow that much because it was just basically a 10 power body. You could consider adding like a Crossbones or something else in there, you know, even a Tuma if you want, but I felt like a Tuma was a little more awkward in this particular deck. It wasn't quite designed with the expendable 1-drops that the other one had. These 1-drops you want to generally keep on board, even 0's a 1/3 technically. Ebony Maw you don't want to destroy, Typhoid Mary, or sorry, Titania you don't want to destroy. I do like Red Skull here, and Red Skull was often a very high power play, especially when you consider what the Sauron's doing. Not running Shuri here, because why do you need Shuri when you're able to play massive plays with Scar and Goliath on turn 6 and also give +3 to your Surtur? Actually, it's not even that. It's +6 to Surtur when you play both Goliath and Scar. You're able to Goliath one location and Scar another, and then also get 6 additional power on Surtur. It is ridiculous what this card is doing. Are the decks Hundo P yet? I don't think so, but we're gonna have Surtur decks at the top of the meta. I'm almost guaranteeing it. This was my favorite one that I played. Could I potentially be a couple cards off? I think so, but I think it's a very confident starting point for anybody looking to play with Surtur. This card is nuts. It's nuts. If they were looking to sell season passes, they're gonna do it. And I said it before, man, +3. Like, there's never been a card to release getting +3 ramping like power that's not ever gotten nerfed. That's not ever been broken. And we're seeing the exact same thing right now. Yes, there's answers. You got the Shang-Chi's, you got the Shadow Kings, you got all that stuff. But this card is insane. And we're going to be showcasing it in these gameplay highlights that are up next, guys. We recorded them live on Twitch. If you haven't joined us on Twitch yet, definitely consider doing so. And a reminder, if you haven't hit that subscribe button, consider hitting that as well while you're down there. Hit the like button, all the YouTube cringe stuff. I do appreciate the support. Thanks for watching, guys, and I hope you enjoy these gameplay highlights. Kyra on paper would be good, but at the same time, it's like, it's only protecting Scar and Goliath, really. Like, everything else is a 4 cost. So you're better with armor. Cosmo and armor are better protectors than Kyra. And the 1-drops you don't really care so much about. Okay. Surtur and Crossbones? Drop this. Gotta be very careful of Shongers, so we're gonna have to hold a life for the last turn. It's unfortunate Zabu's there. We really don't want Zabu there. We probably play Typhoid right. No, we don't even need to. Crossbones, don't play Nico. We can also flip it off with Nico if we want to. The challenge we have here is that we might have to Cosmo this location. Negasonic gameplay. Oh my gosh. Who's this gamer, man? Unfortunate. Unfortunate. We can't play Nico here. Nico, that is not what we want. Nico Minoru. How dare you scam us? No, we can't play Cosmo mid. We have to Goliath mid. So there's Shongers, which is weird. Now you just Goliath mid. Because even if they try to flip it, they can't, right? They would have to play Legion right. Yeah. They definitely had some plan and it was not going to work, yeah. I know you're mad. I'm sorry. But, yeah, they're pissed. But, like, Surtur's a 311 and we barely tried. We skipped a turn and he's still 311. Like, I don't understand how this card can stay this way. Here we go. Chonky Surtur. We got lots of Subterranea gameplay now. I might actually skip here, see what we get from Nico. Ooh, Squirrel Girl. We got some Squirrel Girl gameplay. In Atlantis. Get to copy cards now? I like copying cards. Copying could be potentially valuable. Well, that doesn't even give it... We just do this, I guess. Okay, I can utilize that. I'm so torn. I have the ultimate variant for armor, and this variant's also really good. I'm kind of upset, actually. You know? Bro, I'm copying Surtur here. I would snap here, but I don't want them to leave. I'm gonna snap here anyway. Don't even see the card. Would have liked to have played it next turn too, but what are you gonna do? Stupid Lemuria. Stupid Lemuria. By the way, there's the argument that you can use Typhoid Mary to protect cards from Shongers, by the way. Do this here. Ooh, Hydration Robber? Alright. Might be too late for the second Surtur, though. It might just be too late. Because we won't be able to play Scar plus another. With Skill Obsidian, we can do something with the rock. We gotta do this. Lemuria kind of scammed us, but either way, we play on curve here. Scar becomes a 0 because Surtur goes up. We also have Initiative, which allows us to do something with Alioth, which I think is key. I think Alioth has to be in these decks. I know it's somewhat cringe, but it feels kind of like a necessary evil. You know what I mean? What you probably do is you probably Alioth here, because I can see them playing Shongers. And then you just Scar here. This goes up twice. Right? Take out the Shongers play. They could play Shongers left too. I don't know. I'm going to do this. Let's just go with the original read here. You could switch things around here, but I'm going to let him run up. He's already a 311, which is so stupid. It's already a 311. And it's gaining 6 additional power now. This is... Oh, they left. Either way... Victory. Absolutely ridiculous. Just ridiculous what this card can do. And I even have a second one in my hand. Which deck is the best so far? I'll have to take a look at my stats, but they've been performing kind of similar. It wouldn't surprise me... Oh, that's cringy too. Whatever. It wouldn't surprise me if ultimately this deck proved to be slightly more reliable than the other version, which featured the 0 kind of style play. But ultimately, I've been having fun. Like, I think the decks are performing well, regardless. They've been good decks. And Surtur's cracked. This card is stupid. It is absolutely stupid. Just go with Tuma right. Like, I should snap, but I don't want them to leave. Like, they have to have an answer from a Shonger's perspective or something. I think what you're looking at here is likely to be like an Ultron play, maybe. Prevent the Martyr from moving. So I guess what you would do is we would... we're going to play Ultron. Ultron mid? Do this. Oh, lol. Squirrel Girl, what? Okay. Yellow match. So yeah, Surtur, like, yeah, it's a good game. Good game. I was actually expecting Ultron, not the Gilgamesh line. It's so cringy playing Alioth, I know, but this thing's a casual 317. Like, this is just stupid. It's just so dumb. Like, the card is so overpowered. And a free Scar, like, it's just so much power. Let's go. Oh, Mirage. No way. Wow, when was the last time I saw Mirage? Of course, it's an Airsham gamer. Every time I'm super... That's what sucks right now. Every time I'm super surprised by a card, it's because it's freaking Airsham. Every time. I'm like, oh, cool. Look at this. What a crazy card. Airsham. I'm like, man. Well, there's going to be armors everywhere. That's Amore. Armore? Oh, Quantum Realm gameplay. Scammed. Scammed. We got Surtur, we got Sauron. We gotta go Surtur first. We gotta play him here. I see you there. Some very interesting Airsham gameplay happening right now. Kind of concerned with what's happening here. Hoping that Surtur ends up under Quantum Realm. Scammed. Alright. Massive scam. Gargantuan scam. I guess red skill? Do they always have Shongers, by the way? I'm gonna do this. They're gonna play into Nodolvalier. I pull it into Starlight Citadel. They're snapping me, probably because they have Shongers. Whatever. I'm gonna send it. I kind of like this line here. Play into Nodolvalier. I pull it out. LDS. Okay, wait. Possible victory formation here, friends.
Who will the winds bring?
I did it. You know what? I gotta tell you, that game was a hard-fought one. Airsham gamer out here. I only needed a 322 to win, but, you know, there's some questions as to whether or not this card's good. But I suspect it might be a little overtuned. Ooh, got some Iceman gameplay. Hitting Surtur, of course. Why wouldn't it hit Surtur? Hate this card so much. It's probably the least respected card in Marvel Snap, and it shouldn't be. It's so unbelievably good. So unbelievably good. Moving Surtur off of curve feels awful here.
Hey, I found a rope.
What's crazy though, it's still just good though. Okay, that's bad. Oh wait, no, it's not. Cause I can do this. I can do this. I got options. These are all 3-cost cards. I might send out the Typhoid. Can't skip this turn. Man, Green Gob? Where's my Atuma? It's not Atuma. Bruh. Wow, got some Storm gameplay here. Was not expecting that at all. I think I snap here. Because we can, like, rock Crossbones mid. Okay. Surtur difference, by the way. Also Atuma. So we probably just do this. We could just play Atuma right. Correct? Destroy Zebu, doesn't even matter. Either way, we get the dub. That's 20 power there. They can't even Shongers there. They gotta play 2 cards anyways. They play Trips? No! The Typhoid Mary glitch! Oh my god! Thank God Bob's a bot! Oh my god! This is absolutely ridiculous! There is no way it's intended to be like that! There's no way! Ben Bro, you are killing me! I still got the dub though.